over Edda. Yeah, Steph was obsessed with your last cameo for many, many sessions after
Just
that.
the name Trevor, I was like, I did not expect this to be a bird's name in Humblewood. I just cannot get over it.
I forgot about that.
Many sessions.
Weird.
Yeah.
Wasn't that just a weird
What
flirting
is
for 3
Trevor
hours?
doing?
Wasn't
This
that
one's
just
yours,
three hours of flirting? Are you making one of those plants?
I'm making a little vine.
Yeah, I wanted to learn how to do that. I got sick.
I learned on YouTube.
But yes, the last time you were here, it was very awkward.
It was just all 3 hours of flirting.
But for these two.
Yes, for this. Yes.
Buckle up.
No, I
yeah.
You guys were on an owl and like or something and touching inappropriately. I couldn't color.
Sorry.
Hey, if I'm gonna flirt with Sean while riding you, I'll take it.
You weren't riding me. Were you riding me? Was I the owl riding?
Trevor was one of the owls.
Yeah, Trevor was one of the owls.
It's unknowable.
It's been a long time.
I think we might have
about
been
a
on
year.
Trevor because I
About a
kept
year.
trying to talk to Trevor while.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it would have been Astra.
Yeah.
But then the last time you joined us, you were Dr. Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
you
that's right.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
you did
At
a
our
number
place.
on them.
At our place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
put a
guys
few of them
did, you guys
unconscious.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did a lot
when
of
was
you
that?
did a lot of damage.
Gosh, that was a long time
It
ago.
was when
Yeah.
we were taking dance lessons because Sean and I came right after dance,
Oh.
so it was probably sometime in April. I
I've been
think,
working.
actually.
Okay, so I've been working. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it would have been April because we had the table.
Yes.
Yeah, because I think that was the whole reason, right?
Probably.
Like you had just gotten the table.
Well, I think it was just like to give you guys a break.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that was really nice.
You know.
We can do it at some point too, but we're further away. So
That's fair.
When things can
To be fair, I think I'm the furthest.
Yeah.
when you get out, Steph.
Oh, when I get a house, you are all
Yo, yeah, let's
100%
go.
coming
Oh, yeah.
and just
Oh my
playing
gosh.
D&D
Good
in the woods because
by
I will live in the
candlelight with no running water.
yeah,
It'd be fun. I'm
you're joking, but I'm not.
That's a true D&D experience.
I'm aware. I saw the video of
Cabin in the woods.
you just holding
know-
your phone over your well.
Yeah, you know I have water though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Running water is different.
Yeah, I'll have a pump by then.
Reliable electricity is different.
It'll
You
be
poured it into
sunny.
a cup. It's around.
I'm just kidding.
You know my dad. I'll have more fucking solar power than I'll know what to
Yeah.
friggin' do with.
The Simcoe generation of like their dads are just obsessed with batteries and solar panels.
Because they
You
all
guys-
work for
Ayla?
hydro.
How's
Yeah,
geothermal
they all
out
have
there?
electrical backgrounds.
How's geothermal out there?
I don't know.
I don't know anybody doing geothermal.
Save on
You
your
could be the
electricity.
first.
I don't think it's warm enough for
Off the
geothermal
grid.
Thunder Bay. All right.
Oh, you grabbed me one already. You grabbed me the one that annoys everybody.
I did not grab you that. That comes with your dice tray.
Okay, I grabbed it. I will put it away today. I have a different one.
I'm sorry, we're
She's like
episode
twitching every time you do it.
61.
61!
Yeah.
My notes are one behind. I gotta fix
We
them.
need to have at least.
Well, I made the last episode 2 episodes because of
Oh.
technical issues.
we need to have at least 7, 8 more sessions.
All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
We started?
Oh yeah, I already hit the start. I edited it out. Don't worry.
How long has this been going?
A while.
When was the last time we played?
What did we say?
Nothing incriminating.
So the last time we played
3
was
weeks?
3 weeks
The
ago.
22nd
Mm.
of October?
Yeah.
That would make
Those
sense.
are the last notes I have.
Probably,
Just like,
yeah.
did I miss
That would
anything?
make sense.
You take notes?
I do. I have notes for most sessions.
I was so good for a while.
My notes got harder once I was here because I'm doing all my phone.
See, for our D&D campaign, I know Andrea will take the notes. I don't take notes.
And then I'm that kid that doesn't share my notes. But who, on that note, gasp.
Gas?
Welcome.
Right.
It's been a couple weeks. We're all in person.
Hey.
Who wants to sit in the hot seat and tell us what happened last time? And by us, I mean also please tell me because I didn't watch the last episode.
Andrew.
Watched it today.
It's always Andrew.
Critical Role instead.
That's true.
We spent most of the session, wasn't it? It was a lot of like side conversations. Like Elle had a whole conversation in the like.
I had a whole emotional breakdown.
Yeah, yes. And conversation with the servant.
Oh, Sapphire.
No.
Evan, Evie,
Oh.
Everin?
No, Everin was the other.
Emrys. Yes.
There's a lot of E's.
Emrys
There's a
and
lot of
Everin.
E's.
Yeah.
So Basil got his dagger.
Mm-hmm. You got one of the most powerful beings on the planet
To bring me back my dagger.
To-
Yeah.
To do a fetch quest.
to save us like 3 episodes of side questing.
Yes.
Yeah, we met the crystal thing. Is what I wrote.
Safi.
I
Still
heard-
don't know her name. Their name.
No, it was given to Elle, I believe.
Wasn't it Gaia?
Gaia.
Gaia,
Is that from Star Trek?
And I believe
yeah.
most of the session was kind of just like some of this conversation. And then I think we woke up in the morning, found the dagger, and we ended on like a scream.
We found out that the 4 children were associated with the 4 person that like elementals that were, I guess, connected to them. So we figured out who was connected to who.
Yes, and there we were debating on whether or not it made sense to, with the aspect, go save the grove or go and
Save the
defeat.
girl.
Yes, save the cheerleader, save the world.
Yeah.
Nari.
Nari, because I
Alright.
wrote a couple things. One of the things I wrote is one of the kids is missing. Arrow, that's why I haven't found him. And he was taking my sapphire, and then I wrote that bitch. In all caps. Yeah. Sorry.
And, we heard a scream, a shout, and a roar.
Yes, and that's where we ended.
We had worms in debt.
We did have worms and
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my
Just
contribution.
Oh,
Just
comfort
chocolate,
food.
chocolate pudding and
Which I don't know
candy
was a real
worms.
Gummy
thing.
worms.
Oh my
Yes.
god, I'll
Wait,
bring
wait,
that
wait.
to our
Yes.
our gathering. That's what I'm gonna bring.
Is there? I guess there's gluten in the Oreos.
You can get gluten-free Oreos.
Yeah, and it's just the crumbs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the crumb whips don't have gluten.
I know, but it's not like you have to get like. Can you get just gluten-free cookie crumbs, or can you get gluten-free
You
Oreos?
can get gluten-free Oreos.
Oh, then
The
we're
full
good.
thing.
Yeah, fine.
we're fine.
Yeah.
3 minutes. I have lost control.
We're good.
But yes, that's what happened.
Perfect. So you are all still in the northern edge of the grove, starting to make your way back southwestern. Excuse me. With the intention, at least for now, to use the aspect of ice, the shard of the aspect of ice, the borealis, that you made it through the the trials of the ancient tenders to retrieve from the living tree. And on your first day of travel, having a night full of conversation from this ancient, undying mortal, the first of their kind on the planet, the creature that prevented any further turmoil between the elemental spirits, retrieve your dagger for you. And giving you kind of a lowdown about the missing child, Iro, about her sister, Nari, and her brother, Evren, who you then contacted in a meditative dream state. Learning a lot, thinking on a lot, and taking one more night to rest before beginning to make your way back southwest. Astra, the leader of the tenders, starting to guide you in the direction of the hotspot of the grove, this point in the grove of radiant elemental fire that no one has really been able to fully explore before the heat becoming too unbearable for them and them needing to essentially leave or flee what is thought to be some form of cave system in the southern hilly mountainous region of the grove. After a few hours of traveling, you hear a scream, a shout, and a roar. And we'll pick up right there as there is kind of like a haze, this ever-present haze, an ever-present smell of smoke. Hearing this shout not too far in like a southeasterly direction from where you traveled. The ash breaking underfoot as you are continuing to trek through just desert of burned forest. What do you guys want to do?
Because I see we're still in our tent thing, right?
You have already started traveling, so it's been like 2 hours or so of travel. You're around mid-morning when you hear this scream, this roar, and this shout. Somewhere through the haze.
Is the noise in the direction that we're going towards? Can we tell?
It's generally, you can make a perception check if you want to try and really narrow in on where it'll be.
What is that? Bardic inspiration.
Excuse me.
What do I add for Bardic Inspiration?
D8.
Oh.
Is that a D8, Steph?
No.
Guys.
I rolled worse. I'm doing perception?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I guess we can all roll technically.
Sure, if you want to roll to see if you can narrow in
I have
on the
15.
sound, go ahead and roll a perception check.
15.
11.
Okay.
8.
8.
Yeah, 15.
15. Great.
No, 5. Still
Oh.
bad.
So the 15s, Apoc and Elle, you initially hear the scream and turn your head, and you get a sense that the roar itself being much louder, it almost makes like the vibrations under your feet is almost what you can feel as it kind of pierces the air, and you get a sense that it is you're traveling kind of southwest, it's more southeast, so into the grove itself. With a 15, you know that sound travels in the grove because it is this like desolate sort of wasteland. But with a 15, you swear you can make out like a darker patch of shadow. Maybe 500 meters, a kilometer into the grove.
Hey, Astra, is that something we should worry about?
Oh, I forgot what Astra sounded like.
Just like posh.
Yes, she is.
Now, Mike.
It's like, what's up, better Jewick up on?
I forgot.
We could just keep
As
going,
she-
'cause I'm pretty sure it's her character.
As you ask Astra, you see her almost starting to like move in the direction of the scream and be like, the roar was certainly not a humble folk, but the scream was. No one is supposed to be this far north in the grove.
So do we save it, or do we just keep going?
Apoc! What would heroes do?
I look to Basil.
Each formula.
Man up.
Visor down.
Can we head towards?
Lead the way.
Alright. Are you moving quickly or are you moving slowly?
Based on the sound of the scream, I would assume I would be moving pretty quickly.
Okay.
Alright, before we go, fine. You guys protect us as the fleas coat around our footsteps past the feather trace.
Ooh, okay.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay. So as you start moving quicker, at an accelerated pace, almost at a run, you can all now see the like shadow, this like darker form of smoke that seems to be, the more you focus on it, it's hard to make out, but you can see it kind of rearing or shaking and moving, and even from this distance, the size of this is immense. And as you begin running towards it, you can see almost like sparks. You can see it kind of move and sparks fly. And it's very hard to make out kind of what's going on. But for those of you with spells and magic, you almost get the sense of like attacks of some sort. This kind of like defensive sparking of like what it would look like when you put up light, or what it would look like when you put up bits of fire out of your hand, or bits of cold from your blade when you hit something is what it looks like. And you hear another roar before the large shape in front of you seems to almost disappear into the ground.
Okay.
And you begin to feel it kind of shake underneath you.
Oh shit.
It's in the ground.
For those of you who are running towards this thing, it would take you like a couple rounds to get there. But you can, if you are trying to sneak, you can go ahead and make a stealth check and add +10.
So I have 10, but like I figure we're still running. We're just not going to be running loudly.
As you're watching this, it's been like a few rounds. You know, you're almost there. It's difficult to make out too much as you're running, with like your vision kind of bouncing up and down. Excuse me. And before you're able to get a really good look at this thing, because of the like ever-present haze, it disappears into the ground, but you still see like one more spark go.
It's something big. It's something in the ground.
Do we see what was or who was screaming?
At this moment in time,
Are we too far?
you rolled like an 8.
11.
You rolled an 11. At this moment in time, the closer you get, you're still
Okay, sure.
like you're still about 100 meters away. Yeah, you're still about 100 meters away. With an 11, you do see a little bit of movement, but it catches your eye after the large thing sort of disappears into the ground. What would you guys like to do? Excuse me.
Well, whatever is there, it's underground. Is there something moving? Hello? Hello? So I'm going to call out.
As you do, you hear a, hello? Hello?
Do you recognize the voice?
You don't recognize the voice.
Where are you?
Are you hurt?
I don't know where it went. Help us.
Us? Are there more of you?
Yes? Who are you?
We're here to help.
Are we getting any closer? Do we see anybody?
I'm assuming you stopped in
Or
the I'm
would
told
it-
otherwise.
Yeah, I think we
I
just-
said, like, keep calling out.
Marco!
Yeah, something like that. Almost like
Marco.
keep calling out. We want to find you.
What's the marching order?
Sir Basil probably first, I guess.
I'm not that fast, so I'm like...
I mean, yeah, Mrs. Q would be trying, but again, geriatric needs.
Yeah, we're huffing at the back. I've only got 25
I just love this
speed.
comparison. With the psoriasis, right?
I'd be probably closer to the back.
You're just like, these knees.
Okay, so I'd be second, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
You stop for physiotherapy.
No peeking.
I'm not. I
know
can't
it's
see
hard.
anything.
That's great.
Okay. So as you are running up and calling Aurora, you feel almost the ground kind of like a cave underneath you as you step. As right in front of you, Sir Basil, you see the ground erupt in what looks like this almost molten set of jaws.
Whoa.
As it erupts in front of you, and it like kind of knocks you back from your very forward momentum as the ground just like cracks. As this massive creature, this head of with a head of a snake, but jaws that seem to extend almost into its body. The scales kind of cracking, and you see what looks like lava or magma almost actively moving. Like the scales are moving independent of its body. Its eyes, this like deep, almost white blue kind of flame as the jaws just miss you.
Whoa.
Who's at the back?
We're probably like running together. I wouldn't leave Mrs.
I would
Q
also
fully
have this like
behind.
ridiculous stick that I'm carrying
you've got the shard.
I do.
Does a 17 hit you?
Not with a stick.
Armor.
my
I don't think it offers her
17.
any protection, but we can't let that thing get broken or taken either.
Nope. But it's very well disguised.
This is true.
Wrapped in
Imagine
so
like
many-
a kindergarten's like talking stick is essentially what this thing is
Yeah,
probably
has
looks
like
like now.
arms and hair.
You take 15 piercing damage as you are snapped up in the jaws of a second massive snake that just kind of like clip into your body and yank you off your feet as you are held in the jaws of this
Do you
thing.
hold on to this
And just
stick?
kind of get
Is my
tossed.
question.
I will
sorry, I
give you
think
an
the stick-
acrobatics check as well.
Just trying to steal it
You
for his
said
chance.
15?
Well,
Are we able to?
that's the other
Piercing
thing. Is like
damage.
the sword is cursed and it's talking to me.
Are we able to react to that?
Oh,
Not yet.
I'm screwing it up. Hang on. Sorry. Okay. I need to see if, because I got quills, if it does
Ooh.
anything to this dude. It's biting down on my quills.
That is true.
got it.
Take
But don't you have a soft tummy?
Take a peek at your
Wearing
reaction.
a puffer jacket.
No, for now,
but
it's
the
shrunk
quills-
and in my bag.
Yeah, the quills also come out through.
His big puffer jacket.
Just like one of those blowfish. Like,
Hang on, I gotta figure out where I would even find this.
Take a peek. You did not see this coming, so this is a surprise.
Yeah.
and pass without a trace didn't help.
You didn't approach quietly. You guys are all running full tilt.
Mr.
We,
Basil was
we didn't
yelling.
even roll a stealth check though.
You were all running full tilt. You weren't trying to be stealthy.
You can't be tracked except by magical means.
You weren't trying to be stealthy.
Well, she's been swallowed. Let's just go with
Well,
it.
I
swallowed.
stubbed.
You've
Hang
been
on.
bit.
I've been bit,
You've been
not
bit.
swallowed.
So for something like this, because the description literally says, "If I see it."
You did not see this coming. You can tell me what it is. We are going to roll initiative in a second.
It's runic shield. You learn to invoke your runic magic to protect your allies.
This is the
When
kind of
another
jacket
creature
she
you
has.
can see within 60 feet of you. I guess she would.
She would have been
me, right?
behind you. Yeah, we're both behind you.
Negative,
Okay.
no. My quills do nothing.
Your quills do nothing, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Make an acrobatics check to see if you land on your feet.
Oh, it
Would
just
I
made me
have
go.
any?
It bit.
And then just drop me.
Yeah, it did not
Understood.
grapple.
Okay.
Acrobatics. A, interference. What's the elbow now? What's geriatric elbows?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay. So with your geriatric knees, somehow.
I like perfect somersault, like.
Yeah.
You just roll into a ball.
All right. But you do take the damage. You are bleeding after being bit by this massive snake-like creature. One at the front of your crew and one at the back. As you know that there are at least one, maybe a few more figures ahead of you, about 30 to 50 feet ahead of you. It's hard to tell. But we are going to go ahead and roll initiative. We have to get you to do so as well.
You're gonna have a lot of interference.
Do you need a tray?
Yeah, do you have like
Do you
a spell
have-
or?
Yeah, would you have another tray?
I can go.
I do.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
we do. Yeah, we should, eh? Yep. I didn't think about bringing a tray.
Thank you.
That's not good for that person. Oh, that's good
Yeah.
for that
Multiple
person.
trays.
Well, we can share.
Yeah, we'll share. We'll otherwise take too much space. Thank you. You should get a tiny travel tray.
Yeah, ours is too
Ours is
huge.
huge.
You first.
Well, I rolled.
Well, no.
That was
Okay.
my roll.
All right.
We
It's
got
a good roll. I want to keep it.
14, 15.
Hey,
So
Nathan.
Aurora was at 15.
Mhm.
I don't know why I don't do this.
I think-
Apoc was
Should I do it?
14.
14.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Basil.
22.
I don't know what you're
'Cause
gonna
I'm
do.
behind you, right?
Mrs. Q.
Yes.
Yes. It's
19.
1, 2, 3, 4.
L.
You have +3 to initiative.
I
L.
can't. I'm trying to see if I could re-roll this because I got a nat 1,
Dexterity.
but I
He
don't
was
think I
old.
can. I have a feat that I can re-roll attack, skill check, or saving throw, but that's not any of these things.
No.
Skill
Okay.
check?
Is it a skill check?
Yeah, because Jack of all trades counts for initiative
Well,
rolls.
this isn't Jack of all trades.
No,
this
but
is
it,
different.
so it applies to the same list.
Okay.
And
I'm just wondering if I should. I've never used it before, but now I feel like
Is
I
it
should
lucky?
save it.
good luck.
It's called Faded.
Ooh,
Do it.
faded?
Do it.
You know what? I am gonna do it because
Okay.
the nat 1, and I don't want Mrs. Q to get fucked up.
Thanks.
More than she already is.
I got a 3. Fuck!
It's just my knees.
Well, it's not much
Use something
better,
cool
but
on
it's
it,
not a.
I don't know.
And Lee.
It's not a critical.
Oh, I had to roll for that? You said
Yes.
that, but I didn't hear
Yes,
that.
That's
but
okay.
I don't know if I have an attack though.
I was like, I think that's okay. What am I
I got
rolling?
You are there. Initiative.
Fucking 20.
Seriously?
Damn
This is how you play D&D.
Yeah. What? Okay.
Right, just
Okay.
all the sides on our dice are 20.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh no.
So first up,
How do we
would
do
you like to describe what you are going to do for your turn as the first person up? You have been in the grove for quite a few days.
Yeah.
Actually,
Where am I in this scenario, though? 'Cause,
weeks almost.
yes. Yes.
You have been wandering with your traveling companion.
Mm-hmm.
And you have been trying to follow this knowledge in these forbidden books, these borrowed books that you have acquired over the past little bit. And it's taken you to the northern edge of the grove as well as all over Humblewoods. You have faced off against many creatures before along your travels, and you've been warned about the dangers of what has gone on in this grove. So this creature, this snake-like creature made of ash, is not something that you are unaware of. However, you didn't realize that it was this big. And as you have just been ambushed by one of them, you and your traveling companion, letting out a scream as you shouted for them to move, and hearing the shouts of what sounds like another party, this ash snake disappearing before you're even able to tell them to watch out. You see 2 of these ash snakes burst out as this party approached.
I was wondering, where am I in the...
You are about I didn't get an owl bear ready. I'm sorry, I'll get that up. You're about 30, 40 feet away.
Okay. So I can't see them?
It's very hazy, so it's almost like you're looking through a fog. You can see shapes. You can see that the party has, at least 1-2 members that you've been talking to. You could see more shapes as they're running. Hard to know exactly how many.
And that was the member of my party that called out? I'm assuming that you...
The member of your party screamed and I voiced
You
them.
voiced that. Yeah, okay.
As
I
you were
figured
shouting at them to move.
Okay.
I'll get an owl bear up. Sorry.
Cool.
What would you like to do? And when you get close enough, I'll ask you to describe yourself.
Well, that was what I was wondering, because I have a melee attack that I was going to do with a rapier, but I didn't know how close I was.
You would have to move maybe 20, 30 feet to get close enough to this thing to attack.
Did my traveling party member get injured at all? Because I have a cure wounds I would do probably on them first. Did they scream? They screamed, hey?
They screamed in surprise as the snake
okay.
burst
They're
out in
not
front of you.
level?
Yeah.
I don't know. I might actually, with the 20, I feel bad delaying, but
You can if you want to.
yeah, I think I'll delay until things get closer. And then I'll see the owl bear too, so you guys figure it out.
These are big snakes, right?
I'm coming.
They're big,
Big
Giant.
snakes.
they
Big snakes.
remind me of
Snakes.
the Beetlejuice snakes.
Giant fire snakes.
The dune worms.
The June worms.
Whoa, that's an image.
I'm pulling them up.
I'm
Give me a
thinking
second.
Tremors.
Tremors.
I'm thinking
A
Porky.
good movie. Tell Andrea it's a good
I
movie.
wouldn't say it's a great movie.
I say good.
Is it good?
I say
No,
good.
It's
Nobody
worth
said
watching.
She
Has?
You can see
And
Reba
Sean-
McEntire.
Oh, we
Sean and Andrea did not like it.
we forced them to
We
watch
forced them to
It's
watch
one
it.
of those movies that'll show up on cable, and you just
Yeah, you
it.
just
You
watch
just
it.
you just enjoy the bacon.
You enjoy the bacon.
Have you guys seen Tremors?
At least I don't think I have.
Okay.
Kevin-
It's worth
Kevin
like
Bacon.
watching. You know?
Oh, it's okay. Yes, I
Yeah.
have.
It's
Yeah,
like
I
such
will
a
watch
movie.
Kevin Bacon, but
Yeah. I'd rather watch Footloose than Tremors.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay, there we go. Very
Baconator,
rushy, but it's
Can
there.
you send that?
Yes.
I'm gonna do the thing I
He's
always
in
do.
Andrea, could you send that
Big
to Leichelle?
Basil.
I did.
Whoa.
Oh, you did.
Oh, what did I just do?
Oops. Yeah.
When you've joined Lee, you are the little liar.
Oh, you did send it to me. Sorry.
She's a liar?
And why?
You need to accept my request.
I did.
It's not working. Oh,
Can I join with a name?
Let's try again here.
Sure.
Oh, now I'm in.
You can absolutely join with a name.
Ask to join.
Man.
I like it.
Do you have another board?
What?
Like just in general?
That's it.
Oh, the liar. The literal. Okay.
Yeah.
Should I wait till you're done? Your
So
Maybe.
you're about right there.
You're gonna
Okay.
be
We got a little
cool.
bit of
And the
a prep.
book is your traveling companion.
Right.
Do you need your concentration?
Yes.
I'll just yell out like.
I can hold off. I can edge right now. I can wait to use this.
What is happening? I just heard this part.
We all just heard this part.
Heads up! That's all I say.
What?
Uh-oh.
Did you want to hold an action?
Hold action.
Uh-oh.
Mrs. Q looks up.
Which, to be fair, everything is mostly taller than you, so...
All right.
And me too.
Next in the order is Astra. Basil, you are on deck. Mrs. Q, you're coming up after that.
My thing will wreck your concentration.
Alright.
As
You go
Astra,
before me. That's fine.
as
Yeah,
Astra
save
hears
the
the
board.
call for heads up, kind of in the middle by Mrs. Q, and seeing like blood pouring from this elderly hedge. She is going to reach down and she is going to give you a second level cure wounds to try and prepare you for what's coming.
Thank you.
So you will.
Can you let me in?
Oh, I did.
I had to refresh.
Oh, okay.
I did. I promise.
Who's Copa?
You are going to get
do you mean?
16
Cool.
points of healing back from Astra.
Gracious.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. Bodacious.
That's more than I lost.
As
So,
she-
that would just bring me up to my max. It wouldn't give me an extra one.
correct. As she is going to like lean down and say, "All hands on deck," and she's going to kind of put a hand on your shoulder.
Hate that term.
And I don't think she can do anything for her bonus action. Oops. There we go. Oh, no, she can. And as a bonus action, Astra is going to once more, just like you saw her do in the fight against Oakhart, she's going to pull at a little locket that she has around her neck, and she is going to kind of like appear to crack it. And this spectral spirit of the spectral spirit of a massive kind of ghostly purple hawk is going to appear right.
You're in twice, yeah.
Oh, am I? Is it doing that thing again?
Yep.
It's going to appear right in front of you.
Sorry, guys. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Last time it was like 7.
No.
It keeps just like refreshing me.
I closed the player screen.
You want to just share?
She's going to go ahead and create her spectral hawk, just like you saw last time. And a few of you, Mrs. Q, I think, and probably Elle, feel a bit of a warmth kind of wash over you as you are kind of invigorated a little bit with the presence of this spectral hawk. Next up is Basil. Mrs. Q, you're coming up.
Okay.
Just going to get a little 30.
So this thing is huge, correct?
Very much so. It is massive.
How tall or how high up
Very
would
high.
its head be?
How high up
Yeah, like from
would
where I
its
am,
head
like-
be?
So I assume this thing is like hovering over us or in front of us. Like,
Yes.
what's the distance? Like how?
So this is a massive snake, and you are looking at like its underbelly, essentially, with the scales that almost kind of move across its skin on its own.
Okay.
This thing is probably 40 feet above you and doesn't appear to have noticed you just yet. It's kind of like cobraing and surveying everything in front of it. It knows you're there, as it did try to attack you, but it's not like looking eye to eye at you.
How do I want to do this? Okay. Okay, maybe this might be cool. All right, I'm going to. So Basil's just going to go ahead and attack it.
Okay.
But rather than just like try and run up and slash it with his sword, he's going to throw 2 daggers at it to do 2 attacks.
Okay. I can't figure out the fog thing for the life of me.
One being his blade dagger.
Okay.
Ooh.
So go ahead and make your attacks. And this here, it doesn't say poison. This is the hawk, okay?
A hawk?
This is
Oh
the
my
hawk that
gosh.
Ashley summoned.
Those are the
Okay.
worst rolls.
Holy
Is
shit.
it a 1 and a 2?
Yeah.
Technically 1 and a 1 would
Holy
work.
shit.
So technically,
On the bright side.
yeah. So the 1 is a 1, but then it's an 8.
Dang.
Oh, sorry, the 9 is the other one.
That's pretty good.
You add up a lot.
We're pretty
Yeah.
We're pretty
A
beefy.
9 does not hit.
You're beefy. What level are
Where
you
where
guys?
do these daggers go? Just
Lovely.
humor me. Like
10?
where do they fly?
You rolled a 1.
That's it.
Yeah, the 1 is.
You started with your
Boomerang.
blade
It
dagger.
comes back.
You throw it and it like hits off the scales of this thing and lands somewhere to like your left.
9.
Humor me,
Well,
like so I throw it like where where on this snake.
Like
You
when
rolled
you
a 1 and a 9.
So I would
Yeah, so
think
it's just
you
humor.
missed
It
this
like
massive snake.
glanced on either side of this thing.
Okay.
You barely hit it.
So my reasoning for it is I would like to, as soon as it glances off the side, I want to immediately blink to where it is in midair.
Is the blink a bonus action?
Yes.
It is. Okay. You missed both times.
Yeah.
You rolled a 9. It got maybe within 2 feet of this thing. That was the closest you got to it with a 9. It's
Oh, is it
maybe
a bonus
like
action?
10 feet off the ground. If you want to go ahead and blink at that moment, you can go ahead and try. It will be a harder check to land on it or do whatever it is you're attempting to do. So, you can certainly go ahead and blink and use that bonus action. And we'll see what the dice say from there.
I'm trying to see. Is it a bonus action? Hold on. When you throw it over, you can use. Okay, it's your bonus action. Now I'm rethinking that I want to actually do this. Okay, yeah, I'll blink to it. So what do I need to do?
Okay, so you can go ahead and blink. That is your bonus action.
Yep.
What are you attempting to do? You blink, and in an instant you realize you're like 15 feet off the ground and 2 feet away from the snake. What are you doing?
I snowballed.
No, I don't know.
My earth
Hold on. Let me see.
Was that white?
I also like.
I may have really screwed this up.
It's okay.
Oh, the 1 and 2. Yeah.
Okay,
You did.
I will accent surge and try and from the side just slice this thing on the side. So I imagine it's like I if the dagger misses, I immediately blink to it, and like in midair, I'm just like grab the dagger and slash.
I'm like dragging down.
Where are you in this?
Because you're like 10 feet up, right? And
picture.
just like
Mhm.
sliding down.
So I would
Okay.
be somewhere on the side, right? Is it like there? Does that make sense? Like off to the
Yeah.
side?
Yeah. So if you're gonna go ahead and do this action surge, make your first attack.
Make it better.
I know, but like
Do it.
Oh.
so that's plus what is it? It's a 16.
16 hits.
Ooh, okay.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
So it's 7 plus 4, so 11.
Is that all one type of damage?
That would be slashing.
Okay, great. And since you are 15 feet up and 2 feet away, you go ahead and slash, and you are falling. So before you make your second slash, I want you to make an acrobatics check
Okay, sure.
to see if you can land.
Okay,
You're
okay.
pretty acrobatic,
Yeah.
right?
If I can roll well.
Oh shoot! Yeah. Wow. Okay, we're fine.
So that's a 14.
Okay. You're able to land, you're a little wobbly, but you're able to steady yourself enough to actually go ahead and make your second slash.
Okay.
Get him.
And because I hit the first time,
Mm-hmm.
its speed is reduced by 10.
Okay.
It's just a feat I have as a slasher.
Nice.
Second attack. It's 14. Does a 14 hit?
14 misses.
Okay.
Okay. As Basil goes into a flurry of attacks, the 2 daggers lackluster, but at least one attack landing. The air around you is hot. You can feel it. Like you can feel your armor getting uncomfortably hot on you as you are within very close proximity to this thing. But it is now their turn.
Real quick question.
Yes.
Air around Basil, who has blinked to the side, is it foggy as well? And could I see him based on that?
Great question. You
Space.
actually get a good look now. For the first time, you can kind of see who this is.
Bazzy!
What? So Basil, in the midst of like finishing his attack, will kind of like, huh? And like turn his head, I guess.
So Bazzy, or Sir Basil, sees, what are they called? Gerbine?
Oh, yeah.
A little gerbine, or I guess mouse.
Okay.
What do I look like? Oh, it doesn't matter. Wait.
Take your pick. You describe.
Just like
This is yours.
a brown, very small, cute little mouse with a little bow off to the side. It's Peppy! It's Peppermint!
Just overcome emotion, like, Pip! And,
Oh my
and
god!
And off of Pip's shoulder, as she calls out, you see the second figure turn, and you recognize a very tired-looking time.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
As the giant ash snake, realizing you're there, is going to attack you.
Sure.
Bessie?
This is ammunition for
Oh
the
no!
So, with the bite, as this thing realizes you're there, it is going to take its 1 bite attack.
Mhm.
That is a 22 to hit.
Sure.
And it will do...
Is it? Could I change it?
23 damage. What are you doing?
I was going to use a reaction to switch the attack to something else.
Can you do that?
Yeah, with my invoke the amaranthine. I
Okay.
pre-rolled.
You did, that's true.
So it's now a 6.
It's now a 6.
Yeah. The attack is a 6.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Alright, so the bite, as it looks like it's about to hit you, you just sort of sidestep just in time as you step 1 step towards Pip. But as it misses you with that, you feel the ground underneath you kind of collapse once more as the tail of its body is going to whip up and around you with its second attack
Okay.
as it tries to constrict you. 19 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. As you take... Sorry, Anna. You take 13 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
Can I jump in?
And time!
Can I jump in?
Sure.
With my...
Did she summon 2 creatures?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is it
I
actual
take over,
Pip
but
time?
It's
natural
time.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
As you see your older brother that you haven't seen in
Long
20 years
Gotcha.
in front of you be grappled
What
Yeah.
by the
family
tail of this
reunion.
creature.
Also, his name is Bazzy now.
Yes.
We dropped the sir altogether.
I'm gonna do the standing leap to jump the 30 feet, just so I'm basically on top. And with the rapier, try to ungrapple poor Bazzy boy from the snake.
Okay, so we'll move you down in the order then, just so we don't. I'll just remember you're after the ash snake. So, are you trying to attack with your rapier, or are you going to try and pull your brother out?
Attack Whoa, pull him out. Yeah, you're
Try
right.
and
You're
pull
right.
him
I'm
out?
just gonna pull him out. Yeah, I'll do like a whatever check.
Go ahead and make a. What is it for them? You're trying to pull Basil out, and Basil can't necessarily wiggle out
Strength?
himself right now.
So it's good.
What is it for a grapple? You're pulling. I think it's strength.
Yeah.
Just a straight strength check.
Good. As a small little mouse, that's great. I'm not. Help me, time! Help me!
Excellent. As you now feel the heat of this thing, just like sizzling your skin.
Basil, don't leave us again! Basil, don't leave us!
What are you doing here?
As at the back end of the line with a second ash snake, this thing is going to, seeing its prey in front of it, is going to just attack the first thing in front of it for right now. It got a taste of blood for Mrs. Q, and it's going to go for you again.
No.
A 20 to
Elle
hit.
cannot lose a maternal figure.
The knees!
So that's going to be 21 points of piercing damage, and you now feel the heat of this thing.
Oh, Mrs. Q.
As it uses its bite attack on you, while the latter half of its body is going to try and constrict Astra.
90 feet, eh?
And that will hit her. There we go. As you see Astra become grappled by this thing, kind of pinning her arms to her side as she's trying to get out, leaving almost singe marks in her cloak as the heat from this thing is burning through her clothing. That's done. We're moving on. Can't do that because I did the other thing. Mrs. Q, you are up. Aurora, you're on deck. Apoc, you're after.
Oh my god, I didn't find that.
You're at the very end. Yeah, sorry.
Am I still,
it's... Yeah.
am I still like
Does time get it?
prostrate on the ground?
She rolled a 1.
Basically.
You have been bit again. You
Yeah.
are not grappled. You are not thrown.
Did you do
You have
your
just
thing?
been bit, taken damage, and Astra has been grappled.
Okay, I am up on my feet.
Yes.
Mrs. Q looks
Trust me.
down at her petticoat once again, which now has been bitten and has holes in it once again.
Correct.
She is very frustrated because she just fixed it. So she reaches into the pockets of her petticoats and she pulls out 2 cinnamon sticks.
As one does.
And she casts banishment at 5th level.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't
Look
mess
at
with Mrs.
I don't remember this episode of the bar.
Fuck.
This week on
Okay.
Great British Bake Off.
What do I have to do for banishment, Mrs. Q?
Okay, let's see. You must succeed on a charisma saving throw to be banished.
Those
But
worms
It's like
charisma.
one,
Yeah.
is it one turn for banishment? Or how many turns? 10 turns. Right.
So
but
is
it
this-
depends on the.
This is 2
The plane of
snakes. It's
existence
not
the
one
creature
snake
comes
with
from.
2 heads. Oh shit,
On
no,
the
no.
plane? Yep.
Shit.
And
It's a
at
dog
5th level,
situation.
how many things can you target?
You could do 2.
Oh, dang.
You can do both in case
That's why I have
anything
2
cat, dog,
cinnamon
snakes.
sticks.
Okay, so that's why I have 2 cinnamon sticks. I love that.
It's like
So the one
Cross the
currently,
Exorcist. Cinnamon compels you.
the one currently grappling Basil, and that Peppermint is standing on top of.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna roll their charisma. That is going to be. I don't have to have great charisma. They're a snake.
Yeah.
It's actually gonna be a 19.
Okay, they have to beat 14, so they
Have to beat a
win.
14.
Yeah.
Well, that
the
one.
Unless it's only one. Let's
Yeah.
take
Yeah, it could be a 2-headed.
The one
That's true.
No, I
currently
don't think
grappling
it is.
Astra and attacking you rolled a natural 18.
Oh, do
Good try,
Cinnamon
though.
sticks didn't
you
work.
have any more of those
That's-
amaranthine?
Yeah.
I have one more.
You could use it to.
No, I can't. You have to, when you roll it, you have to pick what you want to use it for
Okay.
at the time
That
that you
makes
roll.
Gotcha.
That's right.
So it's not a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was.
That was a really good idea,
That
though.
was awesome.
I would have been in trouble because I didn't prep much for this.
I'm telling you,
Cinnamon
you
sticks.
two other snakes come out.
They fall from the sky.
They rise from the sky and they're the same.
Mrs. Q does use her reaction, bonus action, to cast Healing Word on Elle. So getting some. You got
Why? No, don't do it. No, I'm fine.
What? They're ice.
They are 2 leveled spells. You can only do
Oh, okay.
1 leveled spell and a cantrip per turn.
Oh,
I
okay, let me
also,
see
I'm
my
good. I
final.
haven't been. I just really didn't roll
Only you,
well.
only you've been
I know.
hit.
You've been hit, and
Okay, no, that's the only one I could use
Yeah.
as a bonus.
Yeah.
no, I'm good. I'm good.
Alright.
I got a plan. Stay near you.
Okay,
Stay
would you
near
like a
me.
cinnamon stick?
Just take it and start sucking on it.
Like, damn it.
For the record, I chose cinnamon sticks because apparently snakes don't like cinnamon, and you're supposed
Oh.
to choose a distasteful thing to the target.
I love
So
that.
good.
Layers.
Inspiration.
You can
Let's
take an
go.
inspiration.
so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, that's awesome. But finishing Mrs. Q's turn, just lucky rolls on the snake's part. Aurora, you're up.
Okay.
Apoc on deck.
All right,
Elle,
so-
you're finally there.
I'm standing behind Apoc.
Uh-huh.
I walk up to him and I grab him around like from behind. I grab onto his chest.
Yeah, what parts are you
I'm
touching?
king of the
Oh,
world.
that sounds exciting. It should be the
I,
waist.
I can go a little lower. And then I whisper into your ear. Trust me. Don't fight it. Let me ride you.
No.
It's above.
As I cast the spell.
I don't like this.
I accept.
Everybody drink.
As you start to see his size, he starts to grow bigger and bigger.
Oh.
The only thing that stays the same is his hands. While you see the rest of him kind of elongate, his face gets bigger, jaws come out.
It's like this every time.
As,
I don't like this.
I'm straddling on his back as he
You
grows.
came in on the body horror episode.
As you see him turn into a Edmontonsaurus.
Ooh, I did
Whoa.
Very
Okay.
specific.
You can use the T-Rex stats
Fuck yeah.
Polymorph?
as I polymorph him.
Oh.
And then as
Okay.
you see me rising up on his back, I just glaze over with the blue crystalline sapphire.
He also the Edmontonsaurus also glazes over.
We saw it at the museum.
It is
Oh, it's a
actually.
type of yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a thesaurus, but from Edmonton.
That's why I was like so confused. Okay, yeah.
There you go. That's my turn.
Okay.
Very cool.
Okay.
I,
Choice turn.
I don't know what happened, and I feel violated.
Welcome to.
You okay with that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You asked him now? That's not how consent works.
I said trust.
Epocosaurus.
I said trust me.
Epocosaurus?
Epocosaurus, you're up. Elle on deck.
Epocosaurus. That's amazing.
Which one is in my sight? Is it the one grabbing Astra or the other one?
You're smack in the middle of the two. The way you were running, you would be like imminently facing Basil, but you also would have heard the screams or the shouts from Mrs. Q as she got bit twice.
Okay.
So either one, you're right in the middle. You can approach. either
Probably I'd turn back to the one that's in the group. It's within 50 feet,
one.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and how close is the other one?
You're like 20 feet to the one grabbing Basil and 25 feet to the one grabbing grabbing Astra.
Perfect. So the one that's by Basil, I turn and you see the tail.
Don't worry about the measurements; they are off.
Okay, gotcha.
You see the tail just come out and smack it right in the face.
Yo.
Your tail, the
yeah.
Apocosaurus
That's
tail.
the
How big
Apocosaurus
is
tail.
the Apocosaurus?
It's a huge
question.
beast.
Okay.
So it is the size eye to eye
Mm-hmm.
with this thing.
Yo.
I've been sitting on this thing since the museum.
And I'm gonna use the multi attack. So it's 2 attacks, 1 bite, 1 tail. Can't be against the same target. So as I
Ooh,
turn, the
okay.
tail is gonna smack that one, and then
Ooh.
I'm going to lunge forward and bite to the other.
that.
So the tail smacking the one holding Basil, and you're going to
Whoa.
lunge forward into the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I turned down.
The
No,
tail is
bigger,
a. What do I attack
draw
with here?
Strength.
Oh yeah, so it's plus 10 to hit, so that's a 22.
Let's
Yes.
go!
Yes, that
Can I
hits.
borrow some d8s?
I've got one.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
I only have one. I need 3.
I've got.
I need 1 more. Thank you.
I'm imagining, like, you know, in Power Rangers where, like, they just get really big and they start fighting each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
And then
indeed.
the bite into the one holding
Astra.
Astra, thank you. The bite is going to be a 18 to hit
Yes, that hits.
for 4, 8, 12. That's going to be 19 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
my
geez.
gosh.
Is it a medium or smaller creature?
It is not.
Okay.
But
Long
as your
shot.
jaws close in on this ash snake, you
Yeah.
feel like just like you swallowed fire.
Yeah.
It is that hot. The heat from this thing.
There.
So if you start breathing fire, are you a dragon?
Yeah. That is your turn, Apocosaurus.
Yeah, I think it's just the multi-attack that I can do.
Okay.
I will be trying to devour it.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Elle, you are
Take
up.
that worm in your mouth.
Okay. So.
Worm
in
dirt.
Guys.
Worm. So Elle is watching Mrs. Q get kind of
11-year-olds.
pushed around, but she's also very aware that Mrs. Q has the shard
Ooh, okay.
and really doesn't want anything. So Elle is gonna run. Is there anything like stopping me from running over to Mrs. Q? Like there's no.
So that purple is just like
Okay.
the hawk.
Okay.
The poisoned hawk, but not
The
poisoned.
poison gravel top. Okay.
I couldn't figure out the clouds, guys. Leave
It's
it
fine,
alone.
it's fine.
You're good. You're good.
No, Elle's gonna run up to Mrs. Q and like be like, Mrs. Q, be like leapfrog. Only I'm gonna go under.
No.
No, leapfrog, but I'm gonna go under.
You know that game Inchworm?
The educational software
Yeah.
leapfrog.
She basically wants to like either like try to like
Slide
undo you or like piggyback, and as she does that, she's going to wild shape into a giant vulture. But
Yo,
she
what is
wants
happening?
you.
What is happening?
I want to take you
It's the
with
Animorphs
me.
episode.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
Animorphs,
so ready.
Yeah,
I'm so
okay.
ready. Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
Elle just dives into your legs and then explodes into the vulture.
And I will be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not hurt at all.
Yeah.
Holding your cinema sticks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you use your action
Mm-hmm.
to transform into a vulture.
Yep. And then just want to use like the rest of my movement to kind of just get up. Like
Okay.
I don't want to be within its like melee range. I want to be high enough to kind of get Mrs. Q away from everything, but also the staff is
Okay.
away.
So it is going to take an attack of opportunity as you leave its range.
Okay. Was I in its range to begin with?
Mrs. Q
Mrs. Q was. Okay.
Yeah. So as you dive under, transform, and then like fly kind of like immediately backwards to try and get out of range, it is going to take an attack of opportunity.
Don't
on
hit
you.
me.
That is going to be a, with its
shoot.
bite, 17 to hit.
Yeah, my arm.
Nope.
Okay, whatever.
Invoke the Emerald one more time.
Okay.
It's now a 6.
So now a 6. So does a 14 hit?
It still hits because my armor class as a vulture is only 10.
Use your inspiration. I can't re-roll them though. I can only roll it once.
Yeah, and I can't
For
use,
your invoke.
I can't use faded again.
Okay.
So it does.
Still used it.
Okay.
I just
So-
hope this thing doesn't hit me with enough and then I turn suddenly back and we
If
both
we both
fall.
fall to our deaths, yeah.
So that is 12 piercing damage.
Okay. So I just have a quick question. So I've got hit points. So I'm looking at a stat block. So do I use my hit
No.
points?
Yeah.
The other
So
one.
you use the vultures,
Vulture.
and then if the damage goes over what the vulture has, then it takes it.
Okay.
But
and
until
I
then,
lose
use the
my shape.
vultures.
Would I lose
Yes.
my wild shape? Okay. Okay. I just have to keep this separate.
What can you? When would I be able to use runic shield?
Here, I'll look it up on the side.
Yeah.
And what were you gonna say?
I rolled all of the bite damage wrong.
Is
Oh,
it a
Add 4
reaction?
more. I rolled-
Yeah, it's a reaction.
I rolled d8.
So in this
instead of
case, I would
d12s.
not. Be
Have
able
you
to-
used a reaction in this round yet? Because we're getting it. I'm at the
The
end
tail
of
was
the
right.
round.
The bite was
so we're
completely
still in
wrong.
the same round.
I have not.
So
So
if you haven't used a reaction,
it's a reaction.
yeah.
I told Andrea.
And you would
I'm gonna
see
post
this
on- I'm gonna
shit
write 'em.
happening. You'd be like, wait,
And
what's
then turn him
happening?
into a diva.
I see Mrs.
I was
Q on
supposed
the
to roll
back of a
4d12s.
bird.
I rolled 3d8s.
Yeah, so when another creature you see within
Well, 3d8s
60
and
feet of you is
1d12.
hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction
My
to
next
force
move
the
is to
attacker
make
to
you invisible,
reroll the
so you attack
d20
with the
and
knife.
use the new roll.
Oh my god.
So if I roll and I still hit, nothing happens. If I roll and I roll lower, then the damage gets reversed. So it is a reaction when another creature you can see within 60 feet
Which I assume
is
is
hit. So you can see Elle.
this
You could
scenario.
use this now if you want to.
And it's the reaction can be used in this round, so when we get back to the top, Basil gets his reaction
Yeah,
back.
because he hasn't
Okay.
used a reaction.
Yeah.
I think let me see.
mean,
Do I have something else?
Do you have
too?
limited amounts? Wait, how much damage should I take? I should write that down. 12?
If I do something.
Yes, 12.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure there's a 2 minute. And it's not just 2.
It's 12.
It's 12. Yeah.
Sorry, it's been so long. I'm like having to remind myself of all
Do
my
I keep
abilities.
anything for my character?
No.
Is it all? Okay, it's all 2 guys.
Yeah.
I thought there was something.
If you wanna
I
drop
could
it, let me
do.
No. This
How
is
far
good.
back/up are you getting?
You chuckle fucks.
I kind of want to get
I'll save what I was
above.
going to do for next time.
Like, I want to be a bit right now out of range, so it can't lunge up and get us.
Okay.
I'm just trying to give Mrs. Q a breather.
And
Like
if
a
I
stay as a
break
T-Rex for
before
an
we
hour,
go
do I
fuck
stay as a
shit
forever?
up.
How many
Yeah.
movement did evolve?
2 hours.
I've
It's
got
2
60
hours.
feet of flying.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
So,
I'm really fucking slow on the ground.
so just
I
pretend
can fly.
that this is 3D space,
Okay.
and you are about like
We're so
you're about like 20 feet away on a diagonal kind
Okay.
of situation.
Okay.
Sir Basil, are you doing anything, or else we're gonna move on in the order just to keep it.
Can
moving?
you read the cloud road and tell me if that would apply to the situation? Just the last part, the end part.
You can use your
Once
reaction.
per
to
short
choose-
rest.
When you or a creature can see within 30 feet of you, it's hit by an attack, you can use your reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker within 30 feet of you to become the target. Using the same roll.
So could I make it attack the other head?
I don't know if it's within 30
So
feet.
you are
or
Yeah.
not within 30 feet of the second snake.
So what is the distance technically?
So it's about
50?
45, 50 feet.
Okay, because
yeah.
like where Apoc was, it was 25, 26.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Apoc's also fucking huge right now.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll do the other one where I will make it re-roll.
Okay. So you're gonna make it re-roll that attack. I like the wings. That's good. Whoever did that.
Whee!
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine it just being like, Sarasa will be like, no! And like a flash of light, and maybe it's like a distraction, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So re-rolling the snake's attack on Vulture L, it will still hit.
Okay.
It's not a natural 20, but it will still
pretty
hit.
low armor class.
Okay.
As a Boyd.
Okay.
What
So-
creature are you trying?
This is it. That was really good. All the big things are coming out. Polymorph, banishment.
Yeah, everyone's like fucking shit up.
And up next is Time. As she initially shouted out in surprise after an ambush by the snake, she is going to kind of take a stagger back as her sister bolts towards a brother that they haven't seen in forever. And as she kind of gathers herself, she is going to kind of like swing her arm around and is going to... Will she hurt people with this?
Uh-oh. Maybe.
She is going to go ahead and call an ice storm.
Whoa.
Indeed.
And she is going to try not to hit her siblings as she aims for the close one. 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. So she's going to aim for the far end of the snake and cross her fingers.
What am I rolling?
So the snake is big enough that she will be able to maneuver it to not hit you, but you do feel like the cold as just this like
I'm not rolling again.
hailstorm bludgeons down. I don't know this one.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
there. Allergic to hail.
dexterity. There are too many tabs open on my computer. All right, as the hailstorm like rains down Basil, Peppermint, and Thyme, you hear like the as the hail like evaporates instantly, but not before leaving a giant like slice through this creature as it takes the full damage.
Yes. Who drew the bird wings? That's cool.
That's pretty good, eh?
That's amazing.
And as you see the cold, as you see the ice and the cold hitting this creature, you actually hear it kind of roar in pain as it seems to do more damage than what it initially appeared.
Cool.
You see it do a lot more damage than what it initially appeared to, as like massive kind of chunks of scale is like stripped from it with the ice. Back up at the top, Astra, seeing Elle transform into a vulture, she's going to try and clap a little bit with her hand, as she is going to try and free herself from, actually, that's starting her turn. You do see her wince as she... You do see her wince as some of her clothing is starting to catch fire just from being in the proximity of this thing. But her body is going to morph, and she is going to try and transform into... Come on.
An ice snake.
There we go. She is going to try and transform into a... Didn't write it down.
Fine special abilities.
Oh, actually, you know what? She's got her advantage from her creature. So she's going to try and...
This is the outfit my mom got from my dad.
Nice.
Oh no.
He's got to be an elf.
Oh, nice.
She is actually going to try and reach forward and cast Dominate Beast.
Ooh. Okay, okay.
Isn't that what you cast?
Hey, when it gets hot in here, you never know what's going to happen.
And it rolled a natural 1.
Ooh.
So you see the snake that has been holding Astra suddenly becomes almost like where it was once very rearing and cobra-like, it kind of just chills a little bit as Astra's spell takes hold, as it is charmed by Astra.
Charmed, I'm sure.
All right, next, Basil. Peppermint, we moved you in the order.
Mm-hmm. I'm still grappled,
since you dropped
right?
yourself down. You are still grappled, yes. You do take, there's so much, 6 points of fire damage as you start your turn grappled and within range of this creature.
Okay. So Basil will he'll probably just overcome with the emotion of his sister's right there trying to save him. He's grappled, he can't move. He's just gonna overcome emotions, just yell and go big Basil.
Classic.
Everybody's changing.
Classic.
Yeah, so he's gonna go into big Basil, and then he's gonna try and break out of this creature's.
The more the
you're
more the party changes, the more we stay the same.
We need a bigger bus.
Yeah, so you're gonna see little Basil
Bigger
just all of a
Basil.
sudden grow double, it, goes Hulk mode essentially in front of you.
you're a barbarian?
It's called Giant Might. I turn into a large creature.
He's the Hulk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna try and break out of this grapple.
Okay. So go ahead and make either an acrobatics or wait, nope, sorry. It gives me exactly what I need to roll here. I should read the stat block. Yep, make an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
Really, out of a grapple? That's interesting.
Yep. Because it is going to try and hold you in.
Okay.
But you are going to try and wiggle out of the grapple. You're not restrained, you are grappled.
Okay, gotcha. That's a 12.
Oh, I don't know what's up there. That's a 12.
Mm-hmm.
That does not make it.
But you're now you stay big though, right?
Yes, I'm still
Okay.
big.
That's at least good.
And I guess that's my action. Right?
So does your
That's your
guy get
action.
bigger?
Well, and growing into Big Basil is your bonus action, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, what does the Basil do?
And your speed is 0.
You're just big now.
You're as big.
So Basil will just use that moment to talk to Peppermint, like, "What are you doing here?"
What are you doing?
Basil, what are you doing here? Where have you been?
Where have I been? Where have you been?
Oh God.
The family has been missing you.
We are about to die.
Yeah, we're just using this moment to like kind of like bicker and be like, "What?
Free action.
I don't understand." Yeah. You can move on.
I want a bullet time.
We don't need to say
that.
Time slows down for a second. Pip, you are coming up next, but it is the ash snake's turn as it is heavily damaged. And as it's seeing like everyone kind of closing in around it, the T-Rex in its face, you kind of feel its whole body coil, very much like a cobra getting ready to strike. As it is going to use its ashen breath to hit Aurora, to hit Apoc, and 15-foot cone. I don't think it can get Basil in that cone, but we'll see for a second. It's good.
If it were to get me, wouldn't it technically get itself too?
It would get
It's
Apoc,
breathing
wouldn't it?
fire.
Isn't it
But,
getting
it,
Apoc?
but it's like grappled.
Yeah,
But
One
it's
might
probably
say
immune
it's
to
probably
fire.
immune to
Oh,
fire.
Alright, that makes sense.
It is fire.
Fire is it?
It can either get Basil or it will get Aurora, and it's more focused on the T-Rex that's butt is currently in its face. So it is going to ashen breath the Epochosaurus.
Would I
and
take
Aurora.
all of it, and Aurora would be protected behind me, as she is on my back?
Your butt is facing it right now since you tail whipped this one.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's that one.
DC 15
Gotcha.
dexterity saving throw, please.
Come on.
16!
20.
Not 20.
20. Okay.
Dancing Dino!
So you take half damage. So you take 9 points of fire damage. That is super disappointing.
That's it?
Mosi.
Yes.
Wait, should I have rolled too? No.
No, it couldn't hit you.
Concentration saved.
Nice.
Oh yes, because polymorph is concentration. I forgot about that.
Let's go.
As it almost looks a little bit dejected.
Oh man.
Attack either.
Sad, actually.
Let me just triple check something here. I don't know if it can use its breath and its attacks or just its breath. I'm gonna guess probably just its breath. 2 seconds. Give me a second. Sorry. Technical difficulties.
I got it.
The thingy? Is that a...
Here you
Can you send that to me, or is this a...
It's on the app. Pretty good.
Don't you know Pip too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Your current character doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Your
They're both.
character does. Yeah.
Pip's been like the main focal point around
All
my
right.
characters.
So seeing that
Pip's a pimp.
its breath did not do much,
I have some of your
it's
art
gonna
in
go
my
ahead and
backpack.
bite.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, you're linked to everybody.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a bite at you.
Cool.
Roll the 2.
Bite
That
that.
does not work.
Bite that
Yeah.
big Dano butt.
But with its
Saved.
with its multi-attack, it is going to crush the thing that's currently constricting it.
Sure.
You are now considered restrained, and you take. Where are my d8s?
You need a D8?
No, here we go. 22 bludgeoning damage as you are being crushed by it.
Are you raging?
Pip, you are up.
Is it any less?
Wrong class. But.
Mrs. Q, you're coming up as well, just as a heads up. And Aurora after that.
I have Basil by the arm, hey?
Yes, you tried to
Basil.
pull him.
Basil.
Basil baby! So I'm trying to pull. We gotta go! Are these your friends? What are you guys doing here? This is insane! This is Basil. This is Basil.
That was Basil?
Just picture a less beefy arm.
No. God. I'm trying to pull Basil away. So I'm going to yell out to Time. It's about time that we get out of here! And that's a bardic inspiration for Time.
For time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder how many fucking times she's heard that.
She just sighs and rolls her eyes.
Time after time.
Yeah. So that's my bonus action as the bardic inspiration. I'm going to try to just pull him away and run, actually, just going off a character. And grab him. Maybe, I don't know if you're going to resist, but I'm going to try to run towards Time.
Okay.
So you are going to try and pull Basil
Yes.
out and then
Yeah.
run towards Time. Okay.
Try to,
So you
yeah.
would have a beefy arm.
So you do take 2 points of fire damage
Okay.
from starting your turn within range of this creature.
Oh, yeah, because
Super
they
big creature.
get a... Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, but I will... So I'm going to try to pull him at least a little away, but I will try to do Hypnotic Pattern as a
Whoa.
3rd level spell.
Okay.
Oh.
So you can't pull Basil and try and free him and cast Hypnotic Pattern. So if you are going to cast it.
Hypnotic Pattern it is.
Okay. And what do I do for that? Oh, wait.
You have to do a wisdom saving throw, my friend. And snakes are probably dumb.
Super wise snakes over here.
Yeah, they're dumb. They be dumb.
That is a natural 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Can
Okay.
I see the
This
eye?
My
fucking
DM dice! They roll so well!
I saw it. It's
Yeah,
real.
I saw it too.
It's real.
Sadly.
So that's it.
Oh,
Nothing
yeah.
else.
It's a sucker save.
And are you going to continue running, Pip?
Yeah. No. If Basil's there, then I'll stay.
Okay.
Family stick together.
Apparently now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm sticking to him like glue because he left me before.
Perfect. Little guilt trip there.
Tear. Just tear.
As that finishes Pip's turn, the second snake that has been charmed by Astra is just going to kind of lower its head and kind of look sideways at the grappled Astra in
Grabstra.
that's currently being like constricted by it, but it can't really take a turn until it gets a command from her.
Oh.
So Mrs. Q, you are up. Aurora, you're on deck. Pocosaurus, you're coming up.
Okay. Are we just circling Elle?
Kinda. In a very vulture-like way.
Yeah.
Going around.
That's what
See which one of our friends dies first.
Riding those thermals.
Yep.
Seeing as she is somewhat far away from, things, she's going to pick the...
Well, how... I don't think we would have gone... Actually, that's not true. I don't know if Elle would have thought too much about your spell casting distance.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're within 120 feet, then I'm good for this
Okay,
particular spell.
then we're good.
Yeah, okay.
Which is pretty much the other one.
Yeah, I guess I will pick the one that is currently not hypnotized because that's the one that's doing damage still. So I guess that's the one at the top.
Yes.
The one by Basil.
The one that currently has Basil.
And the
Basil,
Apoc
Basil,
floors.
Basil, Copa, Basil. Elle, Copa,
Oh, I'm
Basil.
so sorry.
Are we all having strokes? What's happening?
All right.
Mrs. Q casts Guiding Bolt. A flash of light streaks towards a creature. And yeah, we'll see if it hits. I don't really know how this works.
So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
And use your spell casting modifier.
Ugh, what's that?
You are out of the circle of the raven, bird, whatever, that Astra had
warmth.
summoned. You no longer feel that warmth, so it is just a straight roll.
Plus my spellcasting modifier, though,
Your spell casting modifier.
which would be... Oh, hang on. I've got modifier and spell attack.
So use your spell attack,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, because that's plus.
That is a 17.
That hits.
Wonderful. In that case, hang on. Oh shoot, I've lost it.
Well, we have so many spells.
I know, I have a lot of options now. It's nice. Okay, so I'm gonna need some dice. I'm rolling
What do you need?
I don't remember. I need. What?
What are you looking at?
Oh, I need 7d6.
Whoa!
Here's 4.
One. Oh, wow, thanks.
Here's 3.
Oh, I think I got it all.
Help me like when the table contributes.
It's just like too many to roll in this one.
Good thing you have the little.
Welcome to high level.
Whoa!
10,
Yeah,
that's,
that's true.
12, so that's 22.
All the high level spells are
Plus
coming
6,
out now.
28 radiant damage.
2 6s, 2 5, and 4.
Nice.
And a 2.
I did a thing! Okay, the bolt is pink. I
Course it is.
imagine like an explosion of sparkly pink fire that doesn't hurt anybody. As it just sort of disintegrates into like glittery, slightly pink ash.
Basil, you are now like covered in glitter. Pink glitter. In your armor as this thing just disintegrates. Pip.
This awakens something
Your
in you.
fur is covered in pink glitter as the heat from this ash snake just disintegrates in front of you. As Mrs. Q has handled this current snake.
From all the way up here.
I just like caw. Whatever vultures sound like.
Moving into Aurora and Apoc. Aurora and then the Apocosaurus.
We fed as one now.
You are one.
Okay, so I'm gonna reach into my my Coco Chalen clutch.
Perfect. Love it.
And pull out my deck of cards and shuffle them quickly.
have a deck of cards.
Quickly, and as I'm like running, I draw a card, and it's like, oh, interesting. This reminds me of the time that like when something gets attacked and fights off creatures that are just surprising and attacking them. Apocosaurus, I don't think you're horny enough as the
Pardon me.
the card disappears and you start to see spikes grow all over you. As anything that attacks you. What did you think it meant?
Oh.
As you are now, anybody that attacks you with melee takes 1d8 damage.
There have been no sexual
Like
innuendos
Mama
up to
Chapman
now, so
days.
what are we
And
supposed
then
to
so like
say?
I can now hold on to a couple of
Nice.
these spikes to make sure I don't fall off. That's my turn.
Okay.
Wow, that was half of that was setting a joke up.
It's an extra 1d8 of something.
I'm the bard, so
Yeah.
Are you?
Apocosaurus, Elle, you're on deck.
horny Apocosaurus.
Sorry. Horny Apocosaurus.
Oh no!
Oh no, indeed.
It ran out of memory.
Maybe.
Run out of juice.
Keep going.
It hurt.
Just like roars from Apoc as he's like checking himself out, flexing his tiny little arms.
Oh, by the way, they were still Apoc arms.
They're still
These hairy little trusses on the
Steady eyes to the ground. The
You know
ghost-
those like little baby, the little doll hands?
He reaches down into his pocket and he strums the little thing and says, "Check out my board now."
Doesn't everything
Stroking in
become
his
part of
pockets?
you
What
when
are
you
you
call
guys
it
talking
horny?
about?
I think like
I'll allow
strumming
it.
the bow
Strumming.
string.
I heard
I'm
stroking
thinking.
and I was like,
He's gonna
Stroking his Borla.
pulling his book. That's the team. He said I still have my arms.
I did say.
No.
There's so many choices.
No, he's gonna rear his head back and snap forward like the snake was trying to do, and take a bite out of it.
At the snake.
Well, what else?
Just making sure.
The charm toy.
Sassy. Apocosaurus.
Yeah, the snake.
sassy fuck.
That is going to be a 21.
Yes, that is.
Okay, I'm gonna roll d12s this time. Let's see.
Oh, your pig fell.
Well, that's gonna be 31 points of piercing damage.
as you take a chunk out of this charmed snake that was looking down at Astra's level, as Astra goes to try and shout out and tell you not to hit it. As it gets
Not the
a
brightest.
chance.
No.
But it does not succeed on its saving throw to break the charm.
Damn
So
straight.
even though you took a giant chunk out of its body, it is still
Just
just
confidence.
passively looking at Astra.
Now, did you change my feet as well, or do I still have the same
I
feet?
don't
You have Tyrannosaurus feet. You have full dino feet.
Okay, do I have my feet though, as Apoc?
Do you want your feet?
No, you
Okay.
you don't get your feet.
Okay.
All right.
You're just a massive
actual
body,
feet.
but your actual feet
Yeah.
and little arms.
Now I'm the one having the stroke. I have no.
It's okay.
I think that's my turn. I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Elle.
I'm making a little scarf for my little guy.
Oh my god.
Look how tiny it is.
It's tiny.
It's adorable.
That is adorable.
You are up though, my friend.
Okay, seeing all of this just happen, I think Elle would have heard Astra yelling not to. So I think Elle's just gonna hold her attack to see
Okay.
if the snake goes to attack anybody else. Elle will attack, but right now she heard Astra yell, so she's gonna wait and see.
Okay. So you're holding an action. You're
I'm
holding an
holding a
attack.
multi-attack
As a vulture.
as Vulture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next in the order is Time, who had just finished rolling her eyes from the bardic inspiration given to her by her sister, who has used her name yet again to make a pun. As she sees the snake explode in pink glitter, she is going to take the opportunity to kind of like shake some off of her snout before running, kind of limping almost towards you, Basil. And in your big Basil form, you see the very tiny, very slight form
Tiny.
of your older sister. Pardon?
Not tiny. Tiny.
Tiny. Tiny.
Oh,
Your like
yeah.
second oldest sister, Tiny.
Get her!
Um,
Bayesian timing.
the closer she gets, you see like gray that has started to come across her snout. She looks, frail-ish, whether traveling or something has taken a toll on her. And almost doesn't seem to match the like power of the spell you saw her cast. As you see her kind of limp towards you and just kind of almost unknowingly apprehensive, just kind of like stops and stands beside Peppermint and smiles before almost catching herself and looking confused and just, where have you been?
Can I do something? Can I react to this?
This is like a bullet time moment, so yes, go for it. Like,
Sir Basil just
This is
embraced them both. And just like the biggest hug, just almost like crying, saying like, I can't believe I found you.
okay,
And just holding on to that moment.
okay. As that will be Time's turn.
Do we? So that snake's dead. Right?
One of the
One of
snakes
them
is
is,
dead.
yeah.
The other
the
one,
farthest one is still charmed.
as it comes back to Astra's turn, she's going to command the snake
It
to
should be
release her.
refreshed. It should be gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah, it's probably our connections kept timing out or something.
There should only be one snake by the poison.
But 10 basils.
But 10 passes.
Is
I
it
only
still?
see
I don't know.
3.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
There it is.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh shoot.
I only see 3.
No, I thought it's only when I get attacked.
Thank you.
It's another I keep forgetting it.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Keep going.
Terrifying. As Astra, it comes back to her turn, she commands the snake to release her, and you see her kind of move her arms before she looks at the T-Rex, the Apocosaurus, looks up at Elle as the vulture, and looks at the snake, and openly yells to Basil, embracing his sisters, and the rest of the field. We've only got about 40 seconds that the snake is charmed. We should run. As she kind of scrambles and looks up at the Apocosaurus and kind of like taps your leg.
What?
Motions to try and climb up. and instead transforms herself into a bird.
That would probably be way less painful.
But you do hear her shout, "There's only a minute left. We should run."
Oh, are you able to carry more people? This is not going well.
Are we still in initiative order?
I'm going to drop us from initiative, but you were given the warning that you have,
From where we are, do we see, like, where would we
6
run
rounds. No, longer than that. 8 rounds to get away. So
Okay.
48 seconds to get away.
to? Do we see, like, something close by to run to? Like, are we just in the middle of
Do you move quicker because you're huge?
You know that the
the same.
scorched grove is barren. It is still a foggy, hazy, made almost worse from the erupting ground and kicking up all of the ash here. You know that there are some outcroppings, some burned trees that are still standing in the grove, but you don't see anything that could be a hiding place.
Oh, jeez.
Aurora, does your tent make it so people can't see that it's there?
They can't see into the tent, but
You would see the tent.
Can see the tent.
they can't see into the tent, but I think they can see that there's a dome there.
Okay.
And it takes me a bit to set up, so I can't just do it like that. It takes like 10 minutes to build.
10 minutes to pitch a tent. Apoc does it in 2 seconds.
Oh, look at that! You now have the snake is back!
Are we
Is
running?
there low-hanging fruit on these
Are we
trees?
running?
I assume we're running.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my cat of 9 tails and start mushing Apocasaurus
Oh my god.
into the direction I want to go.
Okay.
So Basil will probably pick up time because she was limping and then say to Pip, "Can you run?"
Of course. Just like you have been.
Oh, yes.
The T-Rex just reaches down and
Head
picks
down,
them up
just-
in his mouth.
Just move!
Yeah.
And just be running.
Are we running
Fly!
north? Is that what we're doing? Fly, you fools! Are we running north?
Yeah, I think we're just running.
I assume away.
We're running
Hopefully,
away.
hopefully in the
Towards the
same
southwest.
So,
Southwest.
Apoc, are you able to pick up
Yeah.
the mice?
I mean, if they want to,
The Gerbeans, pardon.
if they don't
The
fight,
mice.
he would just grab them and throw them
We
off
could,
the back.
we could.
It's true, his
Leap
little
up.
arms aren't going to do much. So.
No, it's grabbed with the tongue and mouth. So it's
Yeah, you know, that dexterous maneuver T-Rex
Yeah.
is going to do. Whatever Apoc is not able to, the Apocasaurus is not able to pick up, Astra will come and try and scoop up the remaining people on feet. As you fly south
Slash run.
south.
Mm-hmm.
With your forms all lasting about an hour, you're able to make quick distance
Last that
away.
long?
And you
Nice.
don't
Last 4 hours.
you don't feel
Wow.
4 hours.
Stamina.
I'll let you decide how far you want to go. Are you going to spend the entire hour in your form?
It's not going to change back.
So after an hour of running and moving, following Apoc, the Apocasaurus, until the Apocasaurus just mid-step shrinks back to Apoc. Landing with, stomach down, with Aurora landing on top of him, and any of the Gerbeans landing on top of Aurora. Astra landing and transforming back into herself. Elle, I'll leave it up to you if you do the same.
I'm gonna land and bring Mrs. Q down, but I'm not gonna transform right away. I'm not gonna change right away. I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
Be like, "Call."
There is a
I'll
moment.
just sit there and be like, I'm a little scraggly head.
The way you run.
Yeah.
There is a moment of catching your breath as you are all gathered together after an hour. For some of you, the first time back on the ground. Just a little bit of shock as Basil, you are the only one who realized your sisters were there. Aurora, recognizing your friend for the first time, who you haven't seen in a number of years. About 8 years, I think it's been. As you kind of start to take in, for Elle, for Apoc, for Mrs. Q, there are 2 Gerbeans that you've never seen before. I'm keeping an eye on the time. We'll keep going for a few more minutes, but what would you like to do?
So Basil will probably take the opportunity. Everyone, these are my sisters. Pip and Time. Pip, Time, these are great friends that I would love you to meet and like introduce one-on-one. Thing.
Mrs. Q immediately hugs them both and offers them a cookie.
You hug Time, and it's like hugging like a skeleton. She's very, very frail.
She gets more than one cookie.
Okay. She like starts to nibble on one and puts the other in her pocket.
How long have you been out here?
A long, long time. We've just. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a
This
joke.
word comes up a lot.
I've been here forever. I've just been sort of following the rhythm of the paintings. I've just been following them to here. How are you here? Why are you here? How did you get here? Did you see the same things I saw?
We saw some of your paintings.
Which ones?
We have some.
Elle's just gonna like open her wings because I'm assuming she's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
wearing her satchel.
Oh, yeah.
Someone
Yeah,
else.
we-
I don't think I can grab it. Oh,
Oh.
maybe I can with my beak.
I
Yeah.
think it becomes part of you when you transform.
Okay. Okay, then I will. If this is gonna be our line of questioning, I'll drop
You
wild
draw it.
shape.
You draw it in the dirt.
Yeah.
Like
Just my.
twice.
No, I'll drop my wild shape then, and then take it out.
And we explain like the different times we saw your paintings and we show them to you.
What are they like? Does it matter? I guess
You actually recognize one of the shadowed paintings as something you gave to a friend.
Which friend do I know this?
Sorry, I gave
Yeah.
Leichelle 3 pages typed. You recognize it as one of your friends that you made after a whole
Is it
debacle.
Rye Guy?
His name was Kai,
Oh, Kai Guy. Sorry, Kai Guy.
and he was the one who helped you
Yeah.
rekindle your love of painting after
Yes.
quite a few dark years.
After another person left me, just like others.
Cam.
That fuck. You didn't know he had a good thing when he had it.
How did you get this painting?
Did we steal this one?
Is this the one we stole? Okay.
From the House of
Has it
Zog.
been
House of Zog.
visibly cut out from its frame?
Yeah, that's true. There was one in a store, and I just couldn't remember if we had taken it from.
That
We
one,
did
no.
not take
That was
No,
when
we
we
didn't
first
take
met
that one.
Aurora.
I tried to jump into that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
think-
Mario
I
64?
think you have a hand.
Did you bounce his hand and then
I was like, is anything gonna happen?
here we go!
Shit.
Like it had a magical aura to it. So just-
Yeah, worth a shot.
Okay, Sir Basil said to you, we found it in the house of Zogma. And he's kind of like trying to see how you react.
Zogma? We ran away from. We escaped from Zogma, if I remember correctly.
Checks notes.
I remember my backstory.
You remember? You remember?
Of course!
This is amazing.
You helped us escape!
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. This is such a...
Where. Sorry, this painting, it was from my friend. You took it from. Sorry, it was found in Cosmo's.
Yes,
Nailed it.
in the house of Zogma.
We got trapped inside like some freaky
Yes.
haunted house.
Yes.
Sorry, it's so good.
And there we saw... I don't know all the children's names. I can't remember what their names are.
Did you see Kai? Did you see a guy named Kai?
Did we see a guy named Kai?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes!
I think he tried to kill us.
Was Kai the oldest?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he dead? Where happened to
He's dead.
He was
They
the one
got
who
away,
inspired
right?
me to paint.
I don't think we killed them.
After.
He's that
How is it
The-
that you...
the
The thing possessed
the
Kai.
black
Yeah.
Yes.
feathered.
Don't you see the pain in these paintings? Don't
Yeah.
you see the pain?
How is it that Kai found you, or you found Kai?
How he just came across me in a really dark time, and then I look over my sister named Time, and I just he was there when I needed somebody.
Did he tell you or share with you his intentions when he found me?
No, he just encouraged me to do what I needed to do deep down, which was paint again. I don't think he didn't say anything about you. It wasn't about you. It was about me.
Did you say you were following the paintings?
I was following what I'm feeling. The paintings push me towards things. Don't you feel that when you create things? It like pushes you and leads you to a certain direction? You know?
I made a really good peach cobbler once. And I did feel that.
I'm literally writing a book about our adventure, so I understand this.
We're on the road,
It was-
and then we're
Do you think you can make us another cobbler?
You bet.
So Basil asks,
I want to feel things.
what is it that your paintings? What is it that you're being drawn to in your paintings?
So she looks at the pink ash or whatever from the snake. She's like, this pink is like the pink trees that I've painted before. Like the purple lakes that I've seen. I just see these visions and I paint them. And then I kind of go to them. That's why I'm here. I just kind of drawn to these places. Doesn't that happen to you guys?
Do you have a recent painting we could look
Do you
at?
have a picture of the Scorched Grove of where you're searching for?
Do I?
Do you have the strokes?
Do I ever? She pulls out a scorched grove with like a grove that is scorched.
Good one.
And it is almost 10, and I am.
And you see all of our figures
And
exactly
you-
where
yeah.
we are currently.
Whoa! And potentially, like, I would say, like, curvy sort of features of what might be snakes, just because, yeah, this is kind of what led me here weeks back, but we haven't been able to really do anything other than that, and I've been selling my paintings for food, and it's clearly not working. We're a little bit hungry. I don't know. I'm just waiting for more inspiration. And then I found you.
We have unlimited food. That's how it feels, at least.
It's true. What are you here? Why are you here? I give you my backstory that I've memorized quite well. What have you been doing?
Girl, we're here to save the world.
It's Scorched Grove? Why?
I assume we just tell the whole spiel or not?
Yeah.
We're-
I don't think we're being secretive.
You can take the evening to go ahead.
Yeah,
and
we
tell.
explained the whole thing about
Yeah.
Scorched
The
Grove.
grove is
And hopefully
burning the
Astra will
world.
The
fill
grove
in the
is scorched.
blanks.
Yeah, what we've been tasked with
The grove is
when we're
expanding
here.
and burning the world.
Okay.
But also there's children, and also there's some elementals that are scary, and we probably need to fight them. But also some of the children are lost, and then also some of them are confused.
Have you
About being
been
good or
to
bad.
other places? Or, like, have you been to other realms or other areas?
We went to Alderheart, the big tree.
Shit, I knew that was something in my backstory, but I don't remember.
That's okay.
That's cool. I also have maybe been there.
That's where you're from.
That's where it's
Yeah.
from. That's what I mean. That's where it's from. Thank you.
Has Cam found you yet?
Oh.
Mrs. Q's.
Everyone
Everybody
just holds their
goes
breath.
so
She
silent.
bites her lip and no, left me like everyone in my life.
Cam leaves everyone. But it's for a reason.
Have you seen Cam lately?
No, but I feel him.
Since when? When have you seen? You know Cam?
We
do.
traveled with Cam.
You see Apoc reach into his pocket. I can feel him right now.
Come on.
What? does this mean?
We traveled with him for a time,
W-
and
Until when?
He went looking for you.
only recently, and he never stopped looking for you. In fact, he swore to me that he would help me find you.
Where did he go to look for me? And when?
Oh boy.
He went to Alderheart.
We were in Brackenmill when he left, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You had your explosion.
Yep. I had another emotional breakdown.
Yep.
What made him change his mind? He left because my father. That doesn't matter anymore. But he left, and I just thought he was never coming back. I thought you were never coming back.
Well, I'm here, and I have a lot to make up for.
Okay, well, how do we go from here? I don't see any more inspiration right now, and I don't know what to do with this information. I want Cam back, but I don't know if he'll be there. Can you contact him? Do you have Farstones or Netherstone, whatever the hell those things are called? Do you have any of those things? Walkie-talkies? Way to talk to him?
I got a glow bracelet.
I write letters.
Can we write him a letter?
Absolutely.
I can cast send you.
Yeah, haven't we at one point like Aurora
Try
did
multiple
contact
methods.
him?
Aurora
Not
has.
just
I don't know if Aurora has actually told us.
Do we?
about
We didn't know that.
I can-
Last we heard from Aurora is that Cam's fine.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I can try.
You should try.
I want you to talk to him specifically because that would be a fun session.
Ella's also gonna have already started taking out all of her art supplies. Is gonna like look up expectantly.
I can help. I can paint. Maybe something that he'll know it's from me.
Big like F you.
Or it's worked so cleverly in
Yeah.
like
I
one
don't
of those
know.
see and stares.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at Cam. Not anymore. I've worked on that. I mean, I'm always mad at my dad, but I'm not mad at him anymore.
What was it that?
I don't want to talk about it, Basie.
Okay. We all have our poppy issues.
What? This is mean.
Well, I refer to dads as poppies.
As poppies. I have my daddy issues, yeah. Well, I'm gonna paint a picture and maybe we can send it to Cam. That's my priority number 1. And priority number 2 is to get time some food.
I'm on
This
it.
is cute.
She clicks her fingers and a heart just appears.
I do like what the priority is.
Yeah. We're in the middle of the Scorched Grove and this is
Possibly being
we're gonna
chased
do.
by giant snakes.
That's fair.
But this. Oh, we're pretty far.
Yeah, we were a while.
It won't take long for you to get a hearth going, food going, taking out your paint supplies.
Elle's gonna sit and like color.
You have
And
to
she's gonna show you like really choice pictures from like her book. One of which is a picture of Apoc shirtless, covered in oil.
You cannot unsee it.
Yeah.
Peppermint.
What do
It's
I?
very disturbing.
I see these.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Baby, I was bored this week.
I see these images, but like, am I inspired at any time beyond the Shadow Grove to paint a new picture?
It's kind of one of those things for you where the desire, the inspiration to paint and what you are painting kind of come
Just random.
cyclical almost.
okay.
Where you feel that heartbeat and it almost moves your hand for you. And
Okay.
sometimes you start moving your hand and the heartbeat gets louder.
It's a thrum.
It's a thrum. It's been a few days, as you've said, without any inspiration to paint. But seeing a young, very clumsy, pigeon-esque creature
oiled
sit
it?
down,
Oh.
crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
A young pigeon creature named Elle, crisscross
Oh.
applesauce, sitting down next to you, scribbling with crayons.
Yeah.
The heartbeats kind of
I've
get
got a
louder in your
whole
ears.
book of like pictures of all of us on our adventures.
Mm-hmm.
But curiously, in every single scenario, I'm always saving everybody. That's just my interpretation.
And technically, you would see Cam in some of these stories.
Yeah, he would be in the beginning.
Right.
And you might see some more angstier stuff later on as Elle works through some of her separation
Emotional
issues.
issues.
Yeah.
So does that inspire me at all to make a weird painting? I mean, a nice, interesting painting that.
The like beat in your chest does kind of almost echo and ripple as you feel kind of like a twitch to pick up your paintbrush again.
Okay.
You don't really know what you're gonna paint in this case. It's one of those times where you just almost close your eyes and let it happen.
Okay.
I can leave it up to you to paint. You could take your time to think about it.
I was going
if
to ask
you want.
what does it end up, but you're asking me what does it end up looking like?
If you want, otherwise I can fill in the blanks. I know I'm putting you on the spot here.
No,
so
you're not putting.
Don't feel like you need to.
You improv. It's fine. I can tell you right now what the painting looks like.
Go ahead.
I'm just thinking. No, I'm thinking if that could be informative of the group. If you could tell me what it looks. You know what I'm saying? Like, is the painting a clue almost? That's why I would let you fill in the blanks versus me. You know what I'm saying?
You feel a strong kind of, almost like the sound of like two stones kind of grating together sort of fills your ears. You have like a taste of iron in your mouth as you begin to paint. And you feel almost like heaviness in your joints as that thrum kind of gets louder. And you are inspired by emeralds. You are inspired by
Another color.
things that seem to like fade from something super vibrant into something just pale white. And your painting becomes almost like, ombre is not the right word, but it is kind of like this gradual fade of a beautiful forest scene. And you realize as you're painting, it's almost like a forest is transforming into rock, like trees made of rocks. And it's very confusing when you open your eyes to see what you've painted.
How does that make everyone else? What do you guys think of this? Does this look familiar?
Does it look familiar?
I still don't know what is it.
It's like forest, but all rock, right? Like it's supposed to be a forest, but it's
Very
made out of rock.
weird. Yeah.
Very geometric.
Very.
It's Pomo, guys.
Postmodern?
Yeah.
Post Malone?
He's a big thing here, right?
I'll let you all decide if you get vibes from this. You get a
Like
few.
the color.
I was
The
gonna say, it feels
colors.
eerie.
Colors.
It's a color each time for me. It was pink, and I show the pink of the ashen snake just because it's there. It was purple for a lake, onyx before. Just different colors that represent different places. Does the colors ever inspire you guys? Like
More the
an
lack
artist
of
like
color.
myself?
The lack of color that inspires fear.
This is the first time it actually started fading, though.
What does time feel about that?
You actually see Time has been helping Mrs. Q by the fire. She's almost tending it a little bit with a flame from her hand, making sure that there's like a nice kind of even bake on whatever it is you're cooking. Seemingly kind of used to traveling with her sister and her weird paintings.
Yeah, whatever.
Just keeping an eye on the time in real life. Aurora, were you intending to do anything, any sending to Cam or no?
What do you guys think?
To you.
Have you been talking to him this whole time?
He doesn't usually answer so much in words.
But you have been talking to him.
I've been trying to,
Why didn't you tell us?
because I haven't really got good messages back.
I think he'll want to know that we found Pip.
Okay, well, I need you guys to all
Elle doesn't like that
look away.
answer.
What do you mean?
And I'm gonna go. Is there like anything like I can go hide behind?
The
Or?
pee on it? Or like, what is this?
Are you gonna come out covered in blood again?
It's like, kinda.
I'll say there's one
Yeah.
small half-burned tree.
So,
More like a shrub.
so I was looking through my notes. Every time that I've cast sending, I was naked at the time. So I feel like that's how I have
Okay.
to cast.
This is an Animorphs episode.
So I go strip down, and then I reach out to cast the sending spell.
What do you say?
Cam.
Stop. Found Pip.
We
Stop.
found we found Pip. We're in this scorch grove. Boy, you fucked up.
Nice.
I'll leave it at that.
You got like 10 more words.
Doesn't matter.
There's-
Love Aurora.
XOXO.
XOXO.
And then I come back and you see me like putting clothes back on.
You actually get a static when you send to Cam. There's kind of this like,
New phone, who dis?
yeah, in your ears. Before a like staticky voice kind of comes through that just says, "Good to know."
Like that.
Does it sound like him, or it's like
No.
Oh,
no.
shit.
And we'll end there because it is
Oh,
20 after 10.
wow.
Jeez.
I don't know how this is
Shit.
going on, but that's oh shit. You didn't even get it on camera.
Oh no. Okay.